Is there a Jack Schultz here? Jack Schultz? Yeah, Jack Schultz! Everybody, Jack Schultz. You're up. All right. We've had an eventful end of summer. Trump's compound was raided in Miami. And surprisingly, they found 50,000 more votes for Joe Biden. He would have won Florida. Weird, the things you decide to keep in your closet. What else happened at the end of summer? Do you guys know who Anne Heche is? So in the 90s, Ellen came out as the first big gay celebrity person, and Anne Heche was her girlfriend. And she actually died these past couple weeks. And it's really sad, but there is something that fortunate from it. She won a 30-year battle of trying to get Ellen DeGeneres' toxic pussy taste out of her mouth. Who knew that the cure was cocaine and fire? You gotta kind of know Anne Heche to know that. What else? So I started driving Uber this summer, and I learned a lot about San Marcos. I learned, for example, there's a school up on the hill for disturbed youth. It's called Texas State. Always love that. I went to play putt-pub, and it was too bright out, so I went to the dollar store to get some sunscreen. Everyone thinks you're getting a good deal at the dollar store. I sprayed that shit on and immediately started burning. I looked at the can and I was like, oh, causes cancer. There's a bunch of comics and maybe some lady comics here. They might know what I'm talking about. It's weird when lady comics come around because the dude comics they all bow up and they try and get close to her. And sometimes they'll try and white knight them. And they'll be like, yo girl, I got you, don't worry. That other comic over there, he was trying to put a roofie in your drink. And I was like, hey, that's not cool. I put one there first. Oh. You will learn there are two types of comics, those that have rape jokes and then those that have charges. You know, you know. I'm the rape joke kind of guy. I'll make that clear. I make jokes. I smoke pot religiously, not like a frequency thing. I just make sure and touch little boys while I'm doing it. These are all mostly new jokes. We'll see. So far, it's going pretty well. Do you think if you like to beat people up and you live by the beach, you're all about that assault life? That's a really dumb one. You guys are right. I have all these scratches on me and weird screeches coming from my house. If anyone asks, I got a new cat. Also a rape joke. So. Just have to think about it. No, I'm sorry. I'm digging myself a hole up here. So people like this show called Stranger Things, and I don't like it. Not just because the last 2 episodes were 4.5 hours long, but there's some things I found unrealistic about it. So I'm old enough to remember the 80s. Most of you aren't, but I don't have a problem with the monsters. I have a problem with how they talk. I haven't heard one F-A-G, N-word, or retard the entire time. And that's all we're allowed to say in the 80s. If you're old enough, you know. People, the first time I did that joke, they were like, why do you spell out those first ones and then say that last one? That's kind of unfair, right? I was like, that's because people have been calling me that last one since the 80s. And I'm confused. I think it's like the N-word. If people call you that word enough, eventually you get to own it. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm retarded. I don't know. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.